Well, at the Viking Gallery here at the Manx Museum, Kath Giles beaming. And I literally went, "You're not the person that found this treasure." And you went, "Oh yeah." Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, you do metal detecting on a regular basis, do you?
I do, yeah, quite regularly, yes.
But nothing quite like this that day, was it?
I've had a couple of nice finds.
Have you?
I have, but this is by far the most magnificent find that I've had.
Take us through what you do then. Do you pick particular places because you think they will be of interest, or do you just look at farmers, or is it...
No. I don't really pick places of interest. You have to have permission to detect, so I have permission on a few landowners' places where I detect. Obviously get the permission, and then usually it's just where the grass is the shortest, because it makes your eye ache otherwise.
Right, so come on then, take us through that day. I mean, and maybe the other ones as well, because obviously you've had a few there, but you're just going up and down the field, or do you, as you say, you look for that bit of grass, and then you start getting the beeps and the noises? Oh, that's right, I'm an amateur on this one.
So am I.
Well, go on, take us through it.
I've been detecting on that particular day for a little while, and I just decided to walk in a certain area. I don't know why I decided to do that. That's what I normally do when I go out detecting. It's just lovely being in the countryside, listening to the birds and watching the hares and that in the field. And I was just detecting nice and slowly, and I came across a really, really nice signal, which is a lovely chime. And once I dug that target, I found the part of the brooch which was like a thistle head, and it was obvious that it was something very, very special. It was very detailed, it was silver, and it was beautiful, so I was really, really pleased with that find. But then I just took another couple of steps and then had another signal, and dug that signal, and as I took the turf away from the ground, I could see this massive brooch, which was incredible in itself. But then as I lifted that out of the ground, I saw the gold arm ring underneath. And so, as you can imagine, it was just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
How deep was this under the ground?
It was quite deep. It was probably about 8 to 10 inches deep, yeah.
Do you think that was buried, what year, do you think?
Around AD 950, so it's over 1,000 years it's been in the ground.
And someone very wealthy decided they wanted to bury their stuff.
I'm no expert on that, but yeah, it would have to have been somebody that was very, very wealthy to be able to own something like that.
So there's a find. Now you know what to do because you have a code of contact, don't you, with what to do in these circumstances.
Well, it's not really rocket science.
No.
I mean, it was something that is very, very interesting, but you just need to conserve it as much as you can. I'm a member of a detectorist society over here on the Isle of Man, and there's lots and lots of experienced people that tell you what sort of things, advise you on the best things that you can do. And as soon as you see something like that, it's just preserve it as well as you can.
And then you inform the authorities to make it treasure trove or whatever it happens?
Yeah. I took it all home, and then I rang Alison the following day, and Alison came to collect it.
And this goes in front of the courts as such, don't they? They have to decide.
Been there this morning,
I know,
yes,
that's why it's new. So what happened exactly today?
It was really exciting. I was really, really nervous up until the time that we went into court. But the coroner, Mrs. Hughes, she was lovely. She read all the reports out, the statements, and she seemed genuinely really, really interested in the find. It's a magnificent find, and that's the way she portrayed it.
And what do? They put a price on it? You get a little bit of it, or do you just donate it here? How it goes on?
It'll stay here on display for a little while, and then it goes. I'm not sure exactly where it is. The money, although it may get some reward, it's not why I do metal detecting, it's just to be able to find that history. So somebody will make a decision on what its value is, but I have no idea who that will be or how much it will be.
Does it make you exciting every time you go out with your machine?
Yeah,
and you do this thing?
I love it, yeah, it's good.
And when you see people on beaches, is that a good idea or is that just a waste of time? Because I know every time that there's been a big storm you see them out.
Yeah, that's what they say. Every time there's been a big storm, it's a good idea. As long as you've got permission, as long as you're on a beach that's not a restricted area, there's nothing wrong, because when you first start detecting, you need to be able to get permission to detect on land. Mm-hmm. So if you can't get that, or else if you're a bit nervous about speaking to people, then the beach. I've been on the beach. I found some fabulous things on the beach.
Now, you alluded to some other finds. What were they?
I found couple of years ago, I found a Bronze Age sword, which is 3,000 years old. That's on display here. And I've also found a 4,000-year-old axe head, which is also a Bronze Age axe head.
And you've only been doing this, what, 3 years, you said?
Just over 3 years.
No way! This is amazing.
I've been very, very lucky. I have been very lucky. I'm nothing special at all. I've just been really lucky.
And what amazing to think that this goes on forever now, to be in the museum, to be seen and appreciated.
Absolutely fabulous. To be able to recover it and you know, to see Alison's face, and she's really happy about the find, as are other people. It's just fabulous for it to be displayed for everybody to see.
Well, it's a bit rough out there today. Maybe you'll go back on the beach and just...
Yeah, I've not been out for a little while because I think I'd have to put some swimming rings on, wouldn't I, to be able to decide.
So, have you got your eye on another field yet?
No. I just go whatever mood I'm in. I just go wherever I feel like going. Obviously with permission.
Do you knock on the door and say, "Hello, farmer," or whatever it is? And do you mind if I just have a quick look around?
Something like that. I mean, you find that a lot of people on the Isle of Man, you know, they're very, very chatty, look very approachable, and if you explain to them and speak to them in a way that they know how passionate you are about recovering the history, you know, it's not all about making money. It's just about recovering history and researching it. They're quite interested, and they like to find they like to know what's on their land sometimes.
Well, congratulations on good touch you make. See it rubs off.
Thank you.
Lottery ticket for me though.